today's episode of The Tenant, I'm in Bangalore. I'm in the first planned neighborhood of Asia. I'm in Jayanagar. Our tenant today is a middle-aged single woman staying in Bangalore for the last 12 years. Why is she doing that? What works and what doesn't? Let's meet her. Hi Natasha, good to see you.
Good to see you, come on in.
Okay, this is it.
Yep, compact but perfect.
Okay, how compact is this?
It's about under 400 square feet.
Okay, so this feels like Mumbai now.
I've never lived in Mumbai, but yes.
Okay, so what is it that brings Natasha to Bangalore? Why are you in the city?
So I moved here 12 years ago when I first came back to India. I never thought in my life that I would end up living in Bangalore. By then my parents had retired to Mysore. So this seemed nearby, I had found a job, so I moved here.
Okay. But right now you'll call yourself a local?
Yes, I mean I speak enough Kannada to get by. I made the effort to learn. This is home, I can't imagine living anywhere else now. I have my community, I have my people, I have a lot of close friends.
Okay. Within Bangalore, any particular reason why you chose this location? This is one of the planned locations or neighborhoods of Bangalore.
Which is something I found out a few years after I moved here. But yes, actually, two reasons. One, I had a job in South Bangalore in this area called Baswangudi. So I was living in and around Jayanagar. Then I made a very dear friend who lived in Jayanagar, and when a house near them came up, I decided to take it because I'm alone. It was nice to have them around. They have a little girl who's now a teenager, but at that point, it was like a little bonding. I had a little family unit that I could hang out with. So that's what brought me to Jayanagar. We moved houses together in 2020 as well. Earlier we lived next door to each other. Now we live one road away.
Okay. What's the charm of this location, according to you?
It's super safe. So again, I can come home at 1 in the night, 2 in the night, not have to worry about getting out of a cab and getting in my home, or even walking if I want to. That's one thing. Two, it's pleasant, it's cool. If you've been to the newer parts of town, you know, this area is cooler. We have a lot of greenery, a lot of parks. Also, like little things like I can walk out and do all my groceries, kirani ki dukaan, whatever I want, right? Overall, there's an old world charm to this side. This is old school. You still have those kind of little mom and pop shops, stuff like that. And again, like I said, for me, my people, though I have the very close friends, and over the years I've made other friends.
Okay. What part of this house gets used the most? This is, like I said at the start, gives me the feel of Bombay. Okay. So what part of it gets used the most? How do you optimize every square feet?
This couch or whatever couch is in that space, because I work out of there, I eat out of there, TV is watched, music is listened to. I tend not to work from the bedroom. I don't like to do that. So when I'm in the bedroom, it's only to sleep.
Okay. And given your profession of a content creator, this environment works for you, or is it a work from home for you, office? What is it?
I work from home. So I work for a fintech company as a content writer. I work from home and I love it because as a writer, you want that peace and quiet. When you're in an office with hullabaloo, a lot of people, it doesn't work.
Have you explored other parts of Bangalore as well, the flashier parts?
Sure. Indiranagar a lot. I have friends there. I have friends in Whitefield. So because I'm single and sort of free, I have no responsibilities as such. I cat sit and dog sit for friends a lot. So I'll go stay at their places. So I do this with my friends in Whitefield, even the friends down the road. So I know, and because I worked off of Sarjapur Road, I know that area a little bit. Kamanhalli I've explored, which is one of the other parts of town. So also because I used to be part of the food blogging scene, not anymore, but when I first moved until about 3 years ago. So we would travel for food. Like imagine Jayanagar to Whitefield, Jayanagar to the airport. Those kind of commutes just to check out a new restaurant when they ask. So.
Is it easy to get an apartment, home on rent as a single middle-aged woman, if I can call you that?
Definitely. No, it is not easy. It has improved, especially this part of town. Again, HSR layout in Whitefield and all, there were not so many questions. But when I moved here 12 years ago, in fact, it was very hard to find places. You wouldn't even get to anything. Single lady, no madam. The broker himself would tell you no. Or I've gone to places where they're like, but you can't have guests, nobody can come over, guys can't come over. And I was like, I'm paying you rent. This is not a hostel. Mujhe jo karna hai ghar mein main karungi. So it was absolutely difficult. I know things have improved. Like even in this building, there are other single women living, younger, but other single women living. But it was very difficult. They would ask you non-vegetarian. So this part of town, single, non-vegetarian, female was like one big thapano.
Okay. And does it get tougher as a single woman, non-vegetarian, who is in the field of something like content creation? क्योंकि काफ़ी locations में ऐसा है कि मुझे actor को नहीं देना, artist को नहीं देना, creative, क्योंकि उनका
बैंगलोर में उतना वो सब नहीं चलता है, वो सब दे आर नॉट टू दिस थिंग अबाउट. आई नो बॉम्बे में तो बहुत होता है, नाम पूछते हैं, यहाँ भी नाम तक चलेंगे तो क्वेश्चन आ जाएंगे, स्पेशली बिकॉज इट्स साउथ. आई एम वेरी अपफ्रंट, आई एम लाइक, लुक, आई एम सिंगल, आई हैव कंपनी, आई हैव फ्रेंड्स ओवर. Is that a problem?
Okay, this thing covers your living room where you spend most of your time.
Yes.
This will be your bedroom.
Absolutely.
Okay, so should I take it that Natasha likes to sleep on almost on the ground? Are you one of those for your back, for your...
No, actually, it's hell for my back. It's embarrassing. You've caught me between beds. I do not like sleeping on the floor. But the old one was sort of getting beyond its prime. I bought it online, bad decision. So I got rid of it when, these things are not easy to get rid of. So when I found somebody who was willing to take it, I got rid of it. And then I'm doing my research to get a new bed. I will definitely have a bed within the next month or so.
Okay. This apartment, you got it furnished or?
No. Everything is mine. So other than the units that are built into the wall.
Okay.
But what I love is you can see the amount of storage space there is, and the kitchen has an entire section like this too.
Okay.
So it makes it really easy for me.
What's the big thing about Jayanagar that really makes it one of those hyped locations? I get the feel it's like people call it like the Malabar Hill, like it's in Bombay. I tend to get the feel that people think of Jayanagar like that in Bangalore.
When I first moved here, 4th Block Market was kind of old school, it was like going shopping, chota dukaan, all that. But today you have everything from Body Shop to Be Blunt to all the brands are here. So it has really upped the game that way. We have nice restaurants. When I first moved here, again, non-veg food, now it's all that. You have Japanese restaurants and stuff. We've come a long way in the last, I'd say, 4 to 5 years. That way.
Did you consider moving into a bigger space? Like this is a 1 BHK.
Right.
Like I said, I call it the Bombay size. Bangalore homes are typically a lot bigger.
Much bigger, yeah.
Did you not want a bigger home?
Yes and no. One, I didn't want to. I actually was in a 2-bedroom. I downsized to this. My second bedroom was basically just a dumping ground for everything. I never used it as a bedroom, and it's 90% of the time only me. And even whichever guest came, if it's a close friend of my mom or something, they're going to share the room with me. So there was no reason to be in a 2-bedroom. It was a pain to maintain, keep clean. And I personally have always been someone who likes compact spaces and everything neat. Like, you can't mess this house up, right? Like, I love the modular kitchen. I love that everything has a place. I know where I can find everything.
You said modular kitchen. One of the factors that got you to this apartment?
Absolutely. Let me show it to you and tell you the little story too.
Okay. So I think each of these spaces, you must have carefully thought about it, given the type of sizes that it has to be very, very specific.
And I realized, so over pandemic, I collected a lot more bartans and all that. I realized because I was cooking more.
Okay.
So basically, when my friend and she had seen the sign on the gate outside that to let, whatever. So we came, both of us came, and literally we opened the door, walked in, and I said, done, I'm taking this place. I love this. And she said, Nats, take a look at the whole house. And I said, yes, but I can feel this is the right space. And like I said, I love that it's a modular kitchen. There's things everywhere.
So this apartment, you said you spent almost 3 years plus, right?
Okay. 3.5 years. It'll be 4 years in October.
Okay. So basically, during COVID period, you were over here.
2020 October. Yep. So between phase 1 and phase 2.
How much rent are you paying for this?
16,000.
16,000 per month. And how much is the deposit on this?
I paid $1 lakh deposit. So when I moved in 3.5 years ago, it was 12,000. It's moved to 16 now.
Okay, so 16,000 rupees. You think this is value for money?
Yes, because to me, honestly, the location is what is important. Like I said, my friends, whatever, and it's a fabulous area to live. Why don't we go out? Let me take you around a little bit, show you things. Value for money, space-wise, maybe not, but absolutely for everything.
Okay.
For the location.
Okay, let's see it then. Okay, so Natasha, this is it, huh? This is the neighborhood you were talking to me about.
Absolutely. Look at it, like this gorgeous giant green coverage from the tree above us, big pavement, quiet. This area is even cooler because of the number of trees. We have lots of parks, lots of little places to hang out, and it's super safe. Even late at night, whatever, I feel safe. Like you can walk around, you'll be pretty safe.
Okay. I see lots of temples and I see quite a few schools as well.
Yes. Again, that all comes with that homely residential thing. In fact, I used to always say that every house I've lived in this part of town, my landmark has always been turn right at this temple, turn left at that temple.
Okay. Tell me, what's the weakness of this place? You said many good things. What's the weakness?
it is conservative at the end of the day. It's gotten a lot better. Today, like, you can get everything from high-end to your sabziwala. But back in the day, it was, you had to go other parts of town for other stuff. And, you know, your neighbors were looking into what you were doing, all that kind of stuff. I was always I still am a little conscious of that.
What's the most common poking that typical neighbors would do in a conservative location like this?
I mean, one is kaun aaya, kaun gaya, you know, did you have, which guest has come, who's staying, did you have a party, how many people are there, all that kind of stuff. How you're dressed when you walk out, if you're going out for an evening out, you're going to get all jazzed up. You definitely get a couple of looks. Again, not so much now, but surely in the years past.
Do you actually get a lot of pokey neighbors talking about guiding you, advising you on things like marriage, given how you...
So, I don't make friends with too many neighbors for that reason. But this is a question I've faced ever since I've come back to India. Everyone wanted to know, when are you getting married? Why aren't you married? Why haven't you thought of marriage? What's wrong with you? Why haven't you got married?
How do you answer them?
Earlier I would say, oh, you know, I would just smile and say, oh, I haven't found the right person, haha. But now, I mean, I'm 44, so last couple of years when people ask me this question, I just smile and say, I'm over 40, I think that time is behind me.
That thing kills the debate?
That pretty much kills it. They're like, oh, okay.
Okay, in Bangalore, the precious amenity is not the swimming pool, the gym or the tennis court and squash court, it's water. Big issues over here?
Nope, touch wood, absolutely not. That is one of the huge advantages of living in old Bangalore, this part of town, planned community, whatever you want to call it. We have so far not had any water problems. Nobody's even come knocking on our doors saying start to conserve water. None of that.
So it's truly planned in that
It's truly
way.
planned.
Is getting an auto as easy? People tell me in Bangalore getting an auto is a complete mess.
It can be, especially if it rains, right? Then all bets are off. But otherwise it's possible. I tend to use Ola, Rapido, all those autos generally, just because I don't want to bargain with the guys. But you can get, it is still a possibility.
You haven't ventured into buying a vehicle here and driving yourself?
No, I've actually never driven. I'm not driven in India. I don't have an Indian driving license. I learned in the US, so I don't know how to drive stick shift, and I drove on the wrong side of the road, so I never picked it up.
Okay. What next for you? In Bangalore, in Jayanagar, what's the journey like?
I think, like I said, for so many reasons, Jayanagar is home. The people, the amenities, the comfort, the safety. We don't have the water problems. We don't have the flooding issues. We don't have a lot of the issues that other people have. So that makes it home. That being said, I hope I don't have to move to the boonies or very far away, but that would depend on a job. I don't think I have it in me after 4 years of work from home to now commute 2 hours a day each. So that would depend on the next job. But right now, this is home and I hope it will be home for a while more.
Okay, on that note, Natasha, thank you for coming on the Tenant from the US to Bangalore and clearly in love with Jayanagar.
Absolutely, this is home. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Good to have you. Time for the report card. This is a 1 BHK in a standalone building location. This is Jayanagar, the first planned neighborhood of Asia. So it's a holistic development over here, be it from homes, gardens, schools, everything. Connectivity, metro connectivity is there, road connectivity is there, although distance to the new tech hubs is quite some distance away. All in all, if you're a person that wants to be in a planned development, is okay doing the commute to the new tech hubs, be it at Sarjapur or HSR, is willing to pay a premium to be in this neighborhood, this is sort of location and project that can be considered. Are you looking for the perfect home? Stop looking around, scan the QR code and explore from thousands of rental properties, read resident reviews and make an informed decision with 99acres.com.